Hi computer scientists! In this video we're going to look at an example of how to create groupings based on a list. So the first thing we're going to do is create a list of students. So a good variable name for that would be students. So I write students equals, and then every list needs to start with brackets. And then I'm going to put the names of each of the students in quotation marks, separated by commas. So this is the list of our class in first semester. So in the first semester, I created groups where we had 4, 4, 3, and 3. To print out these groups, I'm going to use a sublist. I'm going to print out a sublist for each table. So in order to make groups for the seating chart, I need to print out a sublist. So I'm going to use the command print, and print always has parentheses. And I'm going to say what I'm going to print first. I'm going to print semester 1 groups. To print out the first group, I'm going to use print, and now I want to put in the parentheses a subgroup, a sublist. Now I want 4 people in the first list. So I want a sublist containing the first 4 elements. So I write students, and then in my brackets I need to put the beginning index and the index of the one right after the one I want. So if I want 4 students from the beginning of the list, I'm going to start at 0. Index 0 is always my beginning. Then I put 0, 1, 2, 3, and I want to stop after this one, so I'm going to put 4. So if I press run now, it prints the first 4 students. That will be group 1. Now if I want to print the next group of students, what will I have to write? Well, print parentheses students bracket, and now instead of 0 to 4, we want to start with 4, and we want to finish, well, I'm going to start with Azra, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one after is 8. So let's run that again, and there we have our second group. Let's print the next one. The next group, let's have only 3 students in this next group. How will I write that code? So we're going to start at 8 and then go 3 more students. So we ended at Gianluca. Jennifer's 8, 9, 10, and 1 after. So 11. Let's check. We have 3 students. And finally, we want to print the last 3 students. So we're going to start at 11. That's Misael. So we're going to start at 11, 12, 13, and 1 after is 14. So we've now made our original semester 1 groups. Now, there were changes in the class. For example, Melissa dropped the class and Julan joined. So what we can do is we can find the index where Melissa was and swap her out for Julan. So let's see, Melissa was at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Melissa was at index 6. So we're going to say students at index 6 in brackets, and instead of Melissa, we want it to be Junlan. So what this does, if I print out the list of students now, what will it print? Well, here, instead of Melissa, we have Junlan. We also had a few other changes. Gianluca dropped the course and Raymond was added to the course. Gianluca was right after Melissa. So if Melissa was 6, Gianluca was 7. So we're going to say students at 7. instead of Gianluca, we're going to change it to Raymond. Finally, Mahima dropped the course and Rudolph was added to the course. So Mahima was over here. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mahima is at index 12. So at index 12, so we're going to say students at 12 equals, instead of Mahima, we're going to write Rudolph. Now, let's print our second semester groups. I'm going to copy this. So this is semester 2 groups. If I run this, let me take out this print. And now if I run this, we see semester 1 groups. And we see semester 2 groups. Mahima is switched with Rudolph. Gianluca is switched with Raymond. And Melissa switched with Junlan. So in order to change something in a list, we use the brackets with the index. We index into the list and we set it equal to something else. And we used our sublists using our 2 dots, our colon, to print out our groups. In the next assignment, you're going to use this to make a tic-tac-toe board and to do the first turn to play tic-tac-toe.